Hey there. In this video, I'll be covering Drumforge David Bendeth. Hi. All right. Now this is the newly updated version of Drumforge, which was released just a few days ago, March 14th, 2026, just to give you a timestamp there. And for those of you who owned the original Drumforge, this is what it looked like. And they have since changed a few things around. Some for, I guess, the better, and some for the worst. And to be brutally honest with you, I'm not really all that impressed with it. I mean, it looks good on paper, but once you install it and start messing around with it, you'll notice there are certain things that are not really all that good, which I'll get into. And this is basically a before you buy video, because there's a few things that I need you people to be aware of. First, the size of content. It's over 40 gigs. Okay. So if you plan on buying this plugin, expect a very, very long download time. Now, I have a pretty fast internet speed, and it took, no bullshit, 3.5 hours to download all the content. And that's something I find questionable, which I'll get into later. The second thing is, I'm not very impressed with the interface. It looks a little outdated. I mean, after all this time for them to rebuild Drumforge, I think they really should have, really jazzed it up a bit, and they really didn't. And to be honest with you, again, I like the older version of Drumforge. I like the fact that you had a whole drop down of kit pieces of kicks and snares and toms and cymbals and all sorts of stuff right here that you can drag and drop right into the main interface and then create your kit that way. And then you could save it and recall it anytime you wanted to. However, with the old version, there were no floor toms. At least I didn't notice any. I noticed 3 mounted toms, but there was no floor tom. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. That's just me talking about the old version. Let's talk about the new version. Okay. I believe you can buy it for $119. I got it on sale because there was a sale at the time before the release, which was a pre-order code. So I think I paid $80 for it or something like that. I don't know. But, I mean, for the size and the amount of content of this plugin, it really doesn't seem to have that much to offer. I mean, you have all of these kits here, okay, each with their own cheeky little name. But when you load a kit, it seems that every kit piece is loaded with a DW. Like, what I'm basically getting at here is, for 40 gigs, it would be nice to load like an entire Gretsch kit, or Slingerland, or Tama, or a Ludwig, or a Premier. It seems that the only kit pieces that they have are a few DW, I don't even know what the hell a HAL is, a few Ludwig, and a few Slingerland. And then you have these odd bits and pieces, like the Black Beauty and the Oakle Tree and the Gladstone. I mean, I've never even heard of half of these things. Pork pie. It'd be nice if you could load an entire pork pie kit. It would be nice if the kit pieces were arranged in such a way where you can basically place the kit pieces and create a whole new kit from scratch. That would be pretty badass. Now, if I were to compare this plugin to others, I would probably compare it with Perfect Drums by Naughty Seal Audio or Steven Slate Drums, because it's kind of bland and boring, and there's only so much you can really do with it. The sound of the samples are pretty good. Okay, I'll give it that. But like I said, with all these kits, you should have more of a variety, and you don't. All right, so let me just go around the interface here. Let's start with the Drumforge logo, which is the settings page. This is where the library goes. And this is where the drum shots path is. But if I click browse, it goes to the map folder. I don't know, maybe you're supposed to install the drum shots in a different folder and then save it somehow, but for some reason you can't do that. I don't know. You can rescale the interface to 200% for those of you out there who have 4K monitors, but I keep it at 110 because that's a decent size. And you can also move the faders and knobs with your middle mouse button or middle mouse wheel if you click these two boxes right here. Launch updater, there's nothing to update because it's brand new. You have a quick start guide, which will get you quickly started. And you have a user manual, which is the same exact thing as the quick start guide. Okay, so let's get out of that. And the reason why this version of Drumforge is named after David Bendeth is because he is an engineer who has done a lot of work with a lot of bands and artists, and he's done a lot of mixing, and he's been in the business for a long time. Now, from what I understand, he's also a guitar player and had his own band at one point. But he and many others are instrumental in designing and engineering the sounds of each of these kit pieces. Now, I'm assuming that the size of the content is due to the processing that went into the kit pieces. Maybe each kit piece has a pretty large file size because of the processing. You know, again, that's just what I'm guessing. I don't know. But for over 40 gigs, I would expect a little more. As a matter of fact, I would expect a lot more. Now, you have all these tabs down here, but I'm not really going to get into this. But just to show you, you have sources, envelopes, velocity, sample. This could also be due to the size because these samples are multi-layered. You have a config tab and the drum shots tab, which is where if you click this plus button, you'll get this window where you have 12 different samples. Where I'm assuming that, let's say, if I click on the kick here and I go to drum shots and then click this plus, I guess I could load this Carson City kick. Let's click OK. Yeah. Same with the snare. And this is the Vinnie Paul snare, by the way. Go to drum shots. Seeing as how that one's using the kick, I'll click this button here. Smash potato. No. See, this is also confusing to me. Claps. Okay, that's a snare. Click OK. All right. So I have that kick and that snare. But let's open this up again. Now, you have all. And all, I guess, is just these 12 samples. Kicks, you have 2 kicks, other side sticks, and I don't know. And 1 tom called Stomps 06. Now, when I click Browse, it will go to the map folder again. It's pretty misleading, folks, to tell you the honest truth. So I don't really bother with any of this. I'll just leave the samples as they are. If I want to create my own kit with my own samples, I can do that with Easy Drummer or the drum rack right here in Ableton. And you have Impact, which I believe. Okay. See, that's another reason why I didn't want to get into this shit, because it's pretty pointless, to tell you the honest truth. Not to mention the fact that if you want to make any adjustments as far as the sound is concerned, you have the mix page, because you have saturation, compression, an EQ, a clip, reverb, sends, and you can also save and load your mixer setting, which I tried to do, but when I click save, my mixer preset was not there, because I created a kit which was and all these should be in alphabetical order, and they're not. They go from Hacky Smack to All You Really Need, B, H, and yeah. So where the hell is the kit that I created? It was a DW kit. Okay, I think I'm still on the map page. I know I saved it around. I think it's probably the last one. Yeah, there it is. Okay. All you have to do is single click to load a kit, which does take a little time. And another thing to be forewarned, this plugin froze on me a few times and it crashed on me twice. Again, just putting it out there, just letting you know. Okay. So the kit that you saw before was the default kit. Can I actually get back to that kit? As a matter of fact, yes, you can. You know why? Because if you click the right arrow on this drop down here, it'll go back to the default kit. Now, here's another problem I have with this. Let's say I want to load the Hacky Smack kit. Okay. And then I want to go to the next kit. If I want to load another kit, I have to go to this window here. If I go to the right arrow to load the next kit, which should be the All You Really Need or All You Need kit, whatever, it doesn't do that. It goes right back to the default kit. So that's another problem. Yeah, All You Really Need, that's it. Okay. Do you double click or just select it? Yeah, okay. All you have to do is select it. Boom. And it'll go to the next kit. And it'll go to the next kit. Okay. All right. So, yeah, let's go back to the default kit. Now, one of the things that I do appreciate about this plugin is the mapping, because that's one of the things that I do. I have a ton of these drum plugins, from Easy Drummer to Addictive Drums to Studio Drummer, and a ton of Contact drum plugins, or drum kit instruments, or ensembles, whatever you want to call them. And what I like to do is I like to set up each kit piece to my liking, to my E-kit. And this does let you do that pretty easily. Let's go back to the kit. Well, first, let's go through a couple of the kit pieces here. This is all DW surrounded. There's a 10-inch, 12-inch, 13, 14, 16, and an 18 floor. And you have an 18-inch kick. No. Really? That's an 18-inch kick? Okay. And then you have the Vinnie Paul snare. Now, getting back to what I was saying before, this whole kit should be a DW kit. Or when you're creating kits, right here, there should be, or at least another window where you load an entire Gretsch kit, or a whole Tama kit, or Slingerland kit. You know, that would be really cool if you could do that. But whenever you load a kit, they all default to DW. So anyway, here's the kick, snare, 4 toms. I don't have the 2 suspended toms mounted because I only have 9 pads to play with here. But here's the toms. Ride, right and left crash. Sounds good. It does. But now let's go to the Hacky Smack kit. Okay, and this is where I could show you how you can map kit pieces, because, oh boy. See, here we go. All right. You saw the window was getting a little janky there. All right. The Hacky Smack kit consists of the kick, snare, and 4 toms. Actually, this isn't the kit that I wanted to... It's the next one. Anyway. Okay. So, again, you have DW, DW, DW. This whole thing is DW, again. So let's go to the next kit. All you really need. And I'm assuming This was modeled after Ringo Starr's kit because I think it's a four piece. Yeah, okay. Kick, another DW 18-inch. Black Beauty. This thing sounds nice though. Okay, now we can go to the mapping because this suspended tom is not mapped. So if I want to, I can go to tom 2, which is the rack tom. Okay. And then all I have to do is click this little red button, wait for it to illuminate, hit the pad, and boom, it's mapped. Okay. Same thing with the floor. That's not mapped either. So I'll go to the floor tom, click the button, and now I have the tom and the floor tom mapped. Okay, let's go to the next kit. Baddie Core. Oh, yoy. Mm-hmm. See that? Now it should load. Okay. Again, DW, 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 and DW. Now, if I want, I could load a full tom set. So let's select the DW Red Sparkle and then click Load Full Tom Set. And load the full tom set. And load the full tom set. Okay, do I have to click on another tom? No, it's already selected. Now, I'm assuming it's still trying to load, I guess. Okay, let's try the HAL. Now that should change the color to this cream looking thing. Sorry, folks. I mean, this plugin is making me look bad here. Actually, it's making itself look pretty bad. Oh, now I can't even right click. Oh boy. There we go. Okay. Now Now we have the whole Hal Tom set, which sounds a little weird. Now, is there a Hal kick? No. Let's try the different DWs here. Well, you already heard the 22-inch. Okay. DW purple. DW collectors. DW steel. I like that. Gretched round badge. I actually haven't. Okay. Let's deep six the Hal. Can we do a whole DW steel? Because that I actually haven't heard yet. Still waiting. I'm right-clicking right now as I speak. Nothing. Oh-de-do-de-do. By the way, let me know what your favorite stick is. Mine is Vic Firth 5A. Oh, look at that. Do we have the steel? What happens if I uncheck that and then check it again? Will I now get a full DW steel tom set? The red sparkle didn't load. Okay. I want to try and get all of these toms to be a DW steel here. No, I just have the custom. Just trying to waste a little time here. All right. Why is the DW red sparkle not loading? Because I'm just trying to show you people how you can actually set up. There we go. Okay, why? Why just these three toms? Oh. It won't load the red sparkle. And the floor tom is not mapped. Okay, let's go to the next kit. Bedroom Impala. Bedroom Impala. Okay. Mm-hmm. There we go. Come on. It's not that hard. There we go. DW, 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 and DW. Ludwig, kick, and a Slingerland snare. Brand New Lies. You know, I was watching the stream about the older version of Drumforge, which is 8 years old, I might add. And I think it was maybe 3 or 4 minutes into the stream, Drumforge crashed in Cubase, which I thought was pretty fucking funny. All right, there's the Vinnie Paul snare again. Oh, look at that. DW. A lot of overring. Hard Dudes. I really like the way that sounds. Oh, and he got Harder Dudes after that. Eh? Well, what are they thinking about? I don't know. Forgive my playing. I mean, it is a little rusty. It's been a while. Plus, I'm playing on an Alessis Strike multipad. I'm not playing on an actual E-kit. But I used to be one hell of a drummer back in the day. I just haven't played in a very long time. And I want to get an actual acoustic kit, you know, because I finally have a little space and I'm raring to go. I just love the drums. I love playing the drums. I miss playing the drums, so I'm going to invest in getting a new kit. Any suggestions would be more than appreciated. Again, DW surrounded. Yeah. But we have a Black Beauty snare. I like that. So let's go to Harder Dudes. Is it going to be harder? Are they going to be harder? Maybe. Who the fuck knows? All right, after this kit, I'm going to go to the song page because that is probably my least favorite option of this plugin. Oh, come on, motherfucker. $80, ladies and gentlemen. 119 now, full price. And you got to deal with this shit. All right. Okay, that's not map. There we go. DW, DW, DW. Wow. And we have a pork pie snare. Triplets. Ah! All right. Yeah. All right, so let's go to the song page. Now, I mean, I hate to throw stones, but this ain't no easy drummer. I think I mentioned that already. This ain't no easy drummer, and it ain't no addictive drums. Which is one of the things that I love about both of those plugins, is because creating grooves and songs in the song page is easy as silk, smooth as silk, easy as pie, whatever the fuck you want to call it. This, okay, all right. You have these groove packs here: alt pop, deathcore, djent, European metal, math rock, Matt Greener, I don't know who that is, metalcore, and new metal. Okay, you have intros, verses, choruses, bridges, breakdowns, outros, and fills. So I'm going to select the alt pop grooves volume 1 light pack. Now, this is another thing that I don't really understand. Why is there a groove lane and an arrange lane? There should just be one. That's it. That's all. But you have whatever. Okay. You have the time signature and the bars and the speed and the timing and the velocity. I'm assuming that's for humanization. This works. However, you can't change the bars, nor can you change the time signature. That would be nice. But you're pretty much forced to listen to all 4 bars. There are some grooves that have 1 bar or 2 bars, even 8 bars. Okay, but okay, let's listen to some of these grooves. Okay, double click to audition. Okay, you can also have it loop by clicking this button. Okay, you can also have it sync to your host. Okay. All right, that's the hat snare intro. Okay. Did you hear a hi-hat? Okay, now I'm assuming it is going to play off of this kit. So let's loop this. Go back to the kit. I don't see, nor do I hear a hi-hat. I saw a kick, a snare, and a floor. But, okay, you want that to be the intro? Fine. We'll drag that right into the groove lane. And, okay, let's go to the verses. Let's listen to a couple of these. Okay, I'll even change the tempo. This is 90 to 120 BPM. Actually, my workstation is set to 120, so we'll leave it at 120. And if I press my space bar, it doesn't stop. See, and it's supposed to sync to the host. I press my space bar or press stop on my transport buttons on my launch key doesn't stop. Okay. "16th hat groove," right? For all you drummers out there, you'll know that you should be hearing this. Where the fuck is the hi-hat? Let's play it again. Let's loop it. Oh, Lord. Simple verse, hat. Okay, now, just to show you, I have a hi-hat right here. Why is it not playing the hi-hat? Or why am I not hearing it? Okay, hat, eighths, pop rock. Okay, if this is, oh boy. Okay, floor time groove. All right, I'll drag that on there. Okay, twice. Okay, let's go to chorus. Crash full time. Don't hear a crash. Ride. New wave groove. Or you would expect to hear a hi-hat or a ride or something in there. Okay. Let's go to the bridge. Flam snare groove. Oh, shuffle bridge hats. Shuffle bridge hats. All I heard was a snare. I didn't hear any goddamn hats. Okay, how about the breakdown? Okay, we'll drag that right on there. Fills. Double sextuplet. All right, that sounds kind of cool. Crash hit. Will I hear a crash? Let's go to the outro. Crash hits outro. Well, I didn't put anything down as the fills. Okay. All right. And that's one bar. Outro. Okay. Okay, and why is it crash hits outro 8 and 3? Okay, here. I'll drag that right onto the groove lane there. Now, once you complete your grooves or your groove set or whatever, the whole damn thing gets played on this one block here. So you press play. Let's not have it loop. Eight bars. All right. So that's the whole groove thing right there. And if you want, you can give it a nice, pretty color. One of the things that would be nice is if you could left click and grab a hold of the edge of the block and shorten the bars to like 2 bars and 1 bar. You can't do that. If you double click, you can't do anything. But if you double click, you can rename the groove in the arrange lane. Okay, there you go. Let's see what other colors we have to offer here. Nice little indigo and purple. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, once you color it, you can't uncolor it. You know, is there a way you can go back to default or something? Or, you know, can't do that either. And if you want to clear the whole damn thing, just click clear, and it's all gone. Now, as far as these grooves are concerned, I think they all suck. I don't like them at all. Another thing you can't do with this plugin is that you can't drag and drop MIDI files onto the groove lane, which would be pretty cool. Let's go to my drums. Black Metal Essentials. No, I get a working cursor. Can I drag it onto the arrange lane? No. How about a fill? No. This is a great MIDI pack, by the way, by Ugritone. Slow kickboxing? Yeah, can't do it. I mean, these lanes are made for grooves, right? And I'm assuming that these are MIDI files, I guess, maybe. I don't know. Ooh, okay. Yeah, the mixer page is something else we'll get to in just a second. Went over the map page, went over some of the kits. Song page is for shit. I guess I'll finish off with the mixer page. I should have gone in succession: kit, mix, map, song, but you know. All right. Now I believe this is getting really sticky now. This should be moving a lot smoother, and it ain't. And mind you, I have a NASA machine. Okay, I have the top of the line processor and 64 gigs of memory. So there is no reason why this plugin has to be so sticky and why it's taken forever to fucking load. It's just no excuse even for the $80 that I paid. It's just not worth it. I mean, all right, anyway, I'm pretty sure I went over the majority of the mix page. If you want to save your mixing preset or mixer preset, you need to click this drop down here and then select load. And it will go to the channel presets. But yeah, as I mentioned before, it's not here. I don't know what happened to it. I renamed all of the kit pieces. Let's see. Let's go down to my DW kit again. And we'll load that up. Because I definitely saved a mixer setting for that kit. Okay. Son of a bitch bastard motherfucker. This thing needed to be in the oven for a few more months at least. And until they actually update this thing, like give it a lot of updates, I won't bother using it. See, I'm foaming at the mouth because I'm so pissed off at this thing now. Come on, motherfucker. There we go. All right. So, where is the kick? All right. I guess that's for individual. All right. Okay. Another thing, guys. If you want your consumers to be able to save an entire mixing or mixer preset, why don't you have a little window here like you do in the kit page or right here, and have the ability to save preset as right here, as it not just one channel, but the whole fucking mixing board. Okay? All right, I'm all out of steam, folks. I'm sorry, but if I were to give this thing a rating from 1 to 10, I would give it a 3. Definitely not worth the money. Definitely not worth $80, and definitely not worth $119. So if any of you people out there are planning on buying it, these are all the things you're going to have to contend with. And you're going to have to deal with things that you can't do, like loading individual samples, like being able to drag and drop a sample right onto the kit piece, which you can't do. You can't load MIDI files onto the song page. Yeah, the mapping. Okay, we went through that. Not too bad. The mixer is very confusing, and the interface is very outdated. Sorry. All right, so there you have it. That is my review on Drumforge David Bendeth. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Take care.